Hello everyone, welcome to Sinful Gaming. Hope you're all doing well, hope everyone's staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today, we're going to be continuing work on some Wildwood Range. What is everyone else working on, and how are you all doing? So, let's get some paints up and get ready. But yeah, Wildwood Ranges today. Again, we're almost done. So I finished the green. I've just finished the metal today. Now we're going to finish the leather, and then we've got the next stages to work on. So we will be kicking on with them. And just finished putting up all the start collecting videos for Broken Realms Tech List today as well. So got all of that finished, which is nice and good. So I need a bit of Screaming Skull. Where have I put my Screaming Skull? Plate on flesh. It's still in the drawer a bit. Pulled out the wrong colour. Screaming Skull. So yeah, if you're joining us, let us know what hobby you've been working on the past week. Chris, nice to see you there, man. Some OBR you'll be working on later tonight. Awesome, man. Do need to get back and finish my OBR. I've got sitting there. They will get done eventually. I am working on some Wildwood Ranges. I've got 48 of them. And they will be my primary thing that I'm working on for. Hopefully should have them finished in the next couple of days, and then we can move on to some other parts of the army. So once we've got these done, probably start cracking onto my wildest will be my next thing, because once the wild and these guys are done, it's pretty smooth from the rest of the army, really. Yep. Viridian Pathfinder's build is exactly what I'm doing. Once I've done this army, this will take me closer to 200-ish models done for the year so far. So I already finished the Stormcast army I've got up here, so I've got 60 Liberators I knocked out this year. And that army's 100 and something models. This one will be pretty close to 100, so I've painted a couple of 100 models in. But so I've smashed out a decent amount of models. Then after this we'll be smacking out some Lumineth Realm Lords for sure. probably a little bit more of Cities of Sigmar as well. So we can try out Settler's Gain. We've got a Hurricane, we've got to finish, and I've got a Luminarch on the way. So I can give Settler's Gain a really good try. So yeah, Wild Rangers are getting there. You'd be surprised how much you paint when, like, you knock out an army. Armies are normally about 100 models, so if you paint an army, you've probably painted 100 models. This year for me, I just want to get armies done. I want to get more stuff on the table. I want to get things done, painted. Like last year, I painted a lot of random models. I got a couple of armies done, but I painted a lot of random stuff as well. And so I'm really trying to be a lot more disciplined in what I paint this year. I think at the same point, to be disciplined with my painting, I need to be painting things I want to paint. So I know that, like, Lumineth are going to be my next army project. Then I've also got, like, the poll that I put up. I always put those up to see what people want me to paint. What armies they want to see on the channel, and I always make sure that those are armies that I'm wanting to do. So I've got a Living City Tempest Eye army that I'm going to convert up using all my old Glade Riders that are going to be turned into Pistoliers for my Tempest Eye army and run the battalion. Stormcast for painting a breed, like there's just something nice about painting Stormcast. Big blocks of color. The stages generally take like a while when you're backpainting them because of large areas to cover, and they're generally like big blocks of color. So they do take a while to get. Okay. Which is big. Yeah. So usually Stormcast have like balance stuff. But no, that's good. So yeah, I do have my 24-hour challenge that I've got to do with Stormcast. It'll be there at some point. Internet's working fine. I don't know why it's being a butthead. Sometimes it just doesn't like playing. But yeah, it should be a pretty good time. The big thing is just smashing out projects this year, getting armies done. So the 24-hour challenge I put down, and so I have 2 kids. It's pretty impossible for me to do 24 hours straight, so it's going to be like a challenge in like 3 8-hour blocks. And I sort of just got to work that period. And so it'll be a 2,000 point Stormcast army that I'll be attempting to paint in 24 hours, which will be Sacrosanct Stormcast, because that's what people voted for. So yeah, I'll be doing probably do like a very magic heavy, do the Tempest Lords build with like magic heavy Stormcast. So we'll be attempting to try and smash that out in 24 hours. Yeah, so that'll be the 24-hour challenge that we do, and so I'll work out some way that we can get that happening. And then, as always, like these painting challenges and like getting people to vote for the armies and stuff is being massive motivation for me to get stuff done. The channel gets me painting. Question for anyone who's watching: is anyone picking up some Lumineth this coming weekend? I know I have a massive order of Lumineth on the way. I'll be picking up one of everything. I have no idea why the internet is being such a butt today. Luckily, my wife like completely supports my hobby, so and she joins in with it. So I'm in that lucky boat. Although when I told her like I got like $1,000 of Lumineth, I pushed my boundaries there, I think. But yeah, so push my boundaries with Lumineth. I've got Curse City coming the week after. No, I'm one of those people that has like literally every army somewhere in this room. Yeah. Just picked up a Beast of Chaos army, nice and cheap. So I'll add to my Dark Walkers that I've got painted. That'll be fun. So what armies do people have in the chat? If you have any armies, like what ones would you consider armies that you play and own? What do people have for armies? And what is your favorite one of them? Stormcast Nurgle and starting up Ironjaws. So that's why you can't start a new army, because you're starting up one already. So if you start two at the same time, you're going to get murdered. That's fair. Nice, leaning more towards Ironjaws, your new favorite. Nurgle Black Kings punch pretty hard. Nice. One of my mates has just picked up the Nurgle Black Kings sort of build. Alrighty, that internet is annoying me. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm going to see if I can fix that internet by doing something. No idea why the internet is playing up like it is. So I'm going to just switch over. There might be a slight pause in stream, okay? As we flip over our internet. When it wants to let me. Whenever let me find another internet. Come on. Trying to use my phone's internet here to see if it'll let me switch over and not be terrible. You watch. Now that I'm trying to change it, it's going to be good. All right, we'll leave you up for a little bit. Internet, we'll see if you behave. If not, we're changing. Ah. Do first, ask for forgiveness later. Solid strategy there, man. See, my wife enables my hobby, so if I have too much, it's generally her fault. Arnold, nice to see you. Nice, Fresh Kaiser. Nice to see you just getting into AOS. Have you played any like tabletop war games before, or is Age of Sigmar like an introduction to that as well? Or are you coming from like 40k or something? Nice to see you there, though, Arnold. You're coming from 40k. Awesome. Been looking at doing some 40k myself. Something a bit different to do. So it was a nice day today. Nice 29 degrees Celsius. So it was a rather nice sunny day here as well. Starting to cool down a bit. It's no longer like 34 or 35. It's not like the models in Sigma are awesome. I mean, it's not all Space Marines. That is my one biggest gripe with 40k is Space Marines everywhere. Space Marines, don't get me wrong, I like Space Marines, but they are like everything. And there we go. Cool. We're just going to quickly change over the internet, see if this helps, because this internet is being a butt. All right. So you can give us a second. There may be a delay in the stream. Alrighty, we should be back, and it appears. Hopefully, it's better. I hope. Seems to be reading stronger. Could be the weather. Give me a sec. I'm going to try and turn the aircon on and cool the room down, and it might help. Alrighty, let's hope, and hopefully this works. We've got another 40 minutes, 35 minutes to get through. What model drew you to Age of Sigmar then, Kaiser? Is there a model that made you stop and go, wow, I want to be where that is? Yeah, I'm fully aware. Like, I don't play it much. I used to play 40k quite a bit back when I was younger. So, yeah. Those berserkers, they need an update. Yeah, the Khorne Mortal line is just awesome for Khorne. For Age of Sigmar, I do have some. Got my Mighty Lord of Khorne here. I'll be getting onto a Khorne army at some point. So at the moment, I'm just highlighting all the leather. Like I said, I just finished, when I started, I just finished all the metal, like layering and highlighting that, just a dry brush, but now I've just got to do the highlight work of all my leather. It's just the greaves and the boots. Yeah, that's like the crazy thing with 40k for me. It's like, I love Eldar, but I picked up a whole bunch of Eldar. I'm like, oh, there's some really old sculpts in this. And then I realized they're the same sculpts that are actually current. And I was just like, wow. Like, Age of Sigmar has some old models. But now it's literally just Marauders that are like ancient. Like, we still have some bad kits, but there's literally only, once the zombies go, there's only one ancient kit in existence in Age of Sigmar. So, yeah, there's definitely some cool. Like, it's every time they release something that's like an updated kit, like the Howling Banshees looked awesome. The Incubi updates looked awesome. I just need to do more of it. Currently, the oldest kit is currently it's zombies, but it's soon to be the Marauders who will be the oldest because the zombies are currently getting an update. Seraphon, Saurus Warriors, and Skinks are both old. Most of the other range is actually is a lot newer. Saurus Colrun Riders are old-ish. I mean, they're 2000, like 2002, 2005, I think they are. And then Dryads are the other old kit, which are 2006, but they don't sort of look. 2006 is really when like Warhammer went through its first like major shift, when we started seeing like multi-part plastic kits and like some of the best metal miniatures they did in like that Wood Elf and the Dwarf release just after it. Skaven don't actually hold many old kits. The Giselles are actually quite new. The only really old ones are once again, 2005 are the Rat Ogre's Giant Rat kit. The only ones older than that are Rattling Guns and Warp Fire Throwers and the Poison Wing Globadiers. It's weird because like I mean, they're almost 20 years old with some kits, but yeah, they're not nowhere near as old as some particular kits. I mean, and these dwarf compared to like 40k. When 40k starts talking about multiple kits in singular armies, like mid 1990s. which Scrap Atlas are they're not older than they're not old. They are 2001, so they are 20 years old now. But like once again, it's just in comparison to some of the things out there, they're not old, and that's scary. Skaven and Seraphon are weird. They're like a mix of like some really old kits, but actually some rather new ones as well. Because Seraphon were released quite late in 8th edition. Just yeah, things like the Giselles aren't actually as old as people think. They're actually rather new. But you can see the distance. You look at the Warp Grinder and the Doom Flare compared to the Rattling Gun and Warp Fire Thrower, and you can see the age difference between them. Night Runners are pretty old. Night Runners are old Skaven, so I think Night Runners are like 1999, 2000. I actually think they're the oldest kit in Skaven. Yeah, like it's weird, like because you got to remember, like Games Workshop produces books as well at like a massively large quantity as well. Like Games Workshop does a lot more than just one singular game and just the models, as much as they say they're a model company. I'm getting Cursed City mostly because I likely won't go into Soul Blight too heavy. I might eventually, but I don't. They're not an army that's going to draw me on launch. I'll likely find a friend who's got an army around, and we'll probably get them on the channel for some games and stuff. But Yeah, I'll definitely pick up Curse City. That's. Yeah, what do people think of Curse City? Is anyone else picking up a set of Curse City at all? I love the Warhammer Quest games. Curse City in Australia is $290 from what all the rumors are saying. Yeah. So with Curse City, it'll likely have a limited number of boxes they can sell on launch. It's not a one sale product though. So yeah, you're not going to miss out, in other words. Which is just how it is with a lot of products at the moment. They have a certain amount of stuff they're putting out, and there's a lot of people that want it. So you'll have like this thing where like Lumineth had this problem. And I'm not talking about the initial launch box. When like the Sentinels and all that came out, like everything went off and just disappeared for like another month after like the initial release because they'd sold all their stock and they had to actually make more. So that's like the problem Curse City is going to go through. Is it's probably going to be really popular. Make sale and then yeah, like it'll be around for a bit. There is no rush to grab it. Yeah, so we're actually looking at like the streaming schedule has gone up. Like all the streams are there. So if you're enjoying coming chatting and you want to know the times, I'm trying to keep ahead with all the streams. So you have all the chance to chat and come and hobby along with us on there. So I've got all the stream schedule up. We'll be doing so Curse City wise, rumors are 290, man. Like, now here's the thing: I fully expect this box set to be cheap, or cheaper than expected. However, the expansions will be the part that sucker you in with the cost. You've already bought the base set, so here's the other kits at a cheaper cost. Mackie Mac, I am painting some Wildwood Rangers for a Living City army of Cities of Sigmar. I'll be doing a Viridian Pathfinders battalion-based army. So once I finish these, I've got some Wild Riders to go. Chris, that is exactly what I've heard rumor-wise, and that is what has been thrown around. Normally when rumors start being persistent from lots of sources, it's generally pretty correct. Yeah, new vamps do look sweet. They're like, death is cool, but it's not my cup of tea. Like, I'm a good guy player, like, through and through. So I'm most excited for these Lumineth. I'll be excited to see if Sylvaneth gets something in Broken Realms. Which would be fun. Who knows, man? Nate, you should get an army painted up, learn how to play Age of Sigmar, and come to the GT. Because that is getting insane in how many people are coming now. Oh, nice. Yeah, my primary armies from Fantasy were Wood Elves, High Elves, and funnily enough, not Dark Elves, despite me having a ton of Dark Elves for Age of Sigmar, but actually Skaven. But I've got this new strategy with painting armies now. So what I plan to do is I smack out the biggest bulk of troops to begin with. And someone's got to get their ass handed to them and win that wooden spoon, man. Even if not, I might talk to you because we're going to have the painting competitions. I'm going to need some painting judges so we can have a chat about that, buddy. Table flipping is only allowed if your opponent plays such an obnoxious army that even they hate it. I think that is like the one thing I promised myself when playing an army is I never want... So I will need some help in doing a best painted army award. So that might be something I can get you to help out with. That's fair, man. Like, I completely understand that. Like, for me, I never stopped from Fantasy. I am one of the people who made the jump from Fantasy to Age of Sigmar. So I still have... That's why I have all these Wood Elves. That's why I have Skaven still. I did have High Elves. I sold my High Elves when Lumineth dropped because I'm not going to be one of those people that uses my old High Elf models to play Lumineth. I really don't like that. Personally, it's not my cup of tea. I would rather have the actual Lumineth models. It would be cool. Like, we were chatting the other day on stream about Seraphon and something cool. What happens if Lord Croak actually came back alive? I think that would be the coolest thing they could have in Broken Realms. Like, he's no longer a dead mummified. Like, Lord Croak comes back alive. How cool would that be? I think that'd be an awesome thing to do, like the lore. But that's what, like, we got gods. We got Teclis is now a god. We've got all these other gods. Like, would it not give like Seraphon that true figurehead? Because like that's the thing I think they're missing is like Seraphon are cool, but they're just like this side sort of faction at the moment. They've not got any true sort of lead. Even with Croak in their army still currently, they've not got any like major like. The major character they've got in the lore is Zatoka, who is the Seraphon, the Slan Mage that is in the Realmgate Wars with them. Yeah, that would be cool. I think maybe we'll see Sylvaneth pop up in that. So for those who don't know, like Broken Realms Be'lakor. So in the end times, Be'lakor actually attacked Athaloran, so maybe there might be some retribution for Ilario in there, but speaking of Be'lakor, I have picked up an Archaon model 2 paints that I can't wait to give some paint to. Cool, and that is all the highlighting done of the leather. Yay! I can start working on the next thing. Yeah, I think that's the whole reason they got rid of Tomb Kings is the Egyptian look. I think we'll see things like Tomb King-ish come back in the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, but I think that's as good as you're going to get in Age of Sigmar. I think they moved away from that Egyptian aesthetic. So what part is next after that? We've done the metal. Hair, okay. So now we need to, which we don't have any hair on these models, so don't need to do it for these ones. Oh wait, yeah we do. Can we see hair in there? I'll come back to that later. Alright, so skin is the next big part. Alright, seeing as we're about to hit the hour mark and I don't want to start another color, we're going to leave this hobby hangout here for tonight, guys. And we will be back tomorrow night. I'll have the Mortal Citizens, the Age of Sigmar podcast tomorrow night, which we can come on and chat about. We're going to be chatting about bringing your Wood Elves into Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So I'll be chatting with 9-inch Charge Dan again, and we'll be talking about bringing our Wood Elves. We're both old Wood Elf players, and we'll be chatting about that on Mortal Citizens tomorrow night. Friday night, we'll have the hobby hangout. That'll be able to go a bit later. And then Sunday night, we'll have the hobby hangout as well. Before next week on Tuesday, we have the Age of Sigmar narrative show talking about all things Lumineth Realm Lords. So that's it for tonight, though. Thank you to everyone who's watched. Thank you to everyone who supports the channel via Patreon. You can find links to Patreon and all that sort of stuff in the description of the video. Don't forget as well to come join our Discord server, which you'll find a link to in the description of the video as well. Thank you all for watching, everyone, though. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.